NASCAR's 500-lap Bristol Night Race on Saturday has sparked controversy among fans, with race winner Kyle Larson responding to widespread criticism. Larson dominated the event, leading an astonishing 462 out of 500 laps, securing a 7.1-second margin of victory. This performance now stands as the third most dominant win in Bristol's history. Despite Larson's impressive showing, the race has generated significant backlash from NASCAR fans. Many expressed disappointment with the lack of excitement, particularly given the high expectations for the event. The race saw only 8 lead changes throughout its duration, a stark contrast to the action-packed racing many had anticipated. The primary factor contributing to the lackluster performance was the absence of tire wear. This resulted in consistent lap times, making overtakes challenging and reducing the overall excitement that NASCAR viewers typically anticipate. This issue isn't isolated to the Bristol Night Race. Similar criticisms arose from the Bristol Dirt Race in 2023 and the 2022 Spring Martinsville event during the NextGen car era, both of which were characterized by limited lead changes. In response to the uproar, Kyle Larson took to social media platform X on Tuesday to express his frustrations. He urged fans to adjust their expectations regarding short-track racing with the NextGen car. Larson's comprehensive statement provided insight into his perspective on the race and the broader issues facing NASCAR. All this tire wear talk about Bristol got me wondering, have we ever had a lot tire wear at Bristol besides the spring of 24? Not much of any. Have we seen great races there? Absolutely. Have we seen duds where Kyle Busch leads 300-plus laps? Sure. From what I remember in my career before the NextGen car was, we had cars with some disparity that could run closer to one another in traffic, and a wheel-to tire combo that got hotter, which in essences gave us less grip on the long run. I've ran with 900 horsepower all the way down to 650 horsepower or less, potentially high downforce, low downforce, and everything in between. Bristol's always been tough to pass, speed on pit road, and most likely there's a good chance you're going a lap down on the next run. That's the way it is and has been for a very long time. We had more natural cautions from wrecks because cars could run closer, and we never quite made it a full fuel run because eventually someone's RF tire would explode from overheating. And I'm not saying I want tires to explode again, but we're trying to crutch this race car on short tracks with the tire and then blame Goodyear every week because cars can't pass. I don't have the answer to fix what we currently have, and neither do you, but please stop blaming Goodyear. It's not a tire problem. And also, have any of you ran around Bristol with or without PJ1? Or resin for that matter? Yeah, that's right. So, temper your expectations. We're driving spec race cars. Larson's comments provided historical context for Bristol races, noting that limited tire wear has been a common occurrence in the past. He emphasized the inherent difficulty of passing at Bristol and the various factors that have influenced racing at the track over the years. The driver also addressed the ongoing debate about the NextGen car and its performance on short tracks. He expressed frustration with the tendency to blame Goodyear tires for the racing issues, pointing out the complexity of the problem and the lack of easy solutions. Larson further elaborated on his stance during an interview on Sirius XM NASCAR radio on Wednesday. He expressed his annoyance with the social media reactions to the race. It's frustration, I guess. I don't really ever get on social media anymore, but I was just annoyed. There are so many people in the industry that see a car lead 462 laps and they automatically think it's a terrible race. There's no tire wear, there's no this, no that, blah, blah, blah. There has never been tire wear at Bristol besides one race in the last 10 years. So it's like everybody forgets about the past. Everyone wants to blame Goodyear, and everyone's got the answers and whatnot. In his defense of Goodyear and NASCAR, Larson acknowledged the challenges associated with the NextGen car. Nobody has the answers. Goodyear doesn't have the answer. NASCAR doesn't have the answer about their car and why it doesn't run good in traffic. Us, the drivers, the teams, and engineers, we don't have the answers either. It's hard to have opinions, and hard when you don't have the facts to back anything up. Larson's performance at the Bristol Night Race stands as a technical masterclass. In an era where NextGen cars have struggled in traffic and on tire wear, his ability to maintain his lead was remarkable, he added on. So it's just frustrating, and it's not like I'm defending our dominating run. I'm just, in a way, trying to defend our sport and defend Goodyear because they get such a bad rap every week, like they're the problem of why our racing sucks. It's not them.
It's frustration, I guess. Like you said, I don't really ever get on social media anymore. But no, I was just annoyed, like there's so many people in the industry that, they see a car lead 462 laps and they automatically think it's a terrible race. There's no tire wear, there's no this, there's no that, There's never been tire wear at Bristol besides one race in the last 10 years. So it's like everybody forgets about the past. And then too, so like, yeah, everybody wants to blame Goodyear and everybody's got the answers and whatnot. And it's just, nobody has the answers. Goodyear doesn't have the answer. NASCAR doesn't have the answer about their car and why it doesn't run good in traffic. Us, the drivers and the teams and engineers, we don't have the answers either. So it's just, I don't know. It's hard to have opinions and hard to, when you don't have the facts to back anything up. So, yeah, it's just frustrating. And it's not even like I'm defending our dominating run. I'm just, in a way, trying to defend our sport and defend Goodyear because they get such a bad rap every week. Like, they're the problem of why our racing sucks. So it's not them.
The controversy surrounding the Bristol Night Race was further highlighted by Jeff Gluck's Good Race poll. Only 27.2% of voters considered it a good race, a stark contrast to previous Bristol events. Gluck provided additional context for the poll results. Was the Bristol Night Race a good race? 27.2% of you said yes. Ranks last out of 19 Bristol races in the poll, dirt races included. Previous low 2020 All-Star race, 51.9%. Previous low points race 2022 Night Race, 60.7%. Ranks number 55 out of 56 short track races in the poll. This poll result sparked additional debate within the NASCAR community about race quality and fan expectations. Larson responded to the poll results, suggesting that modern NASCAR fans have different expectations compared to previous eras. Lead 450 laps but have 2 overtime restarts and lose, and I guarantee the percentage is flip-flopped. That's our fan base. This comment highlights the ongoing discussion about the evolving preferences of NASCAR viewers. There appears to be a growing inclination towards dramatic finishes and overtime restarts, which contrasts with the appreciation for dominant performances that characterized earlier eras of the sport. The debate on race quality continues within the NASCAR community. Supporters of the Bristol Night Race point to Larson's impressive performance and the breaking of records as indicators of a noteworthy event. Critics, however, focus on the lack of passing and excitement, as well as ongoing issues with the NextGen car on short tracks. Larson's dominant showing at Bristol adds to his already impressive career highlights. His versatility across different tracks and racing disciplines has solidified his position as one of NASCAR's top talents. In the current playoff standings, Larson holds a strong position, demonstrating his championship potential. Larson's performance at Bristol was the most dominant effort at the facility since the late Cale Yarborough led 495 laps at the half-mile track in 1977. This level of dominance is increasingly rare in modern NASCAR, which may contribute to the mixed reactions from fans. As NASCAR looks ahead to the round of 12, attention turns to the upcoming race at Kansas Speedway. This 1.5-mile track presents a different challenge compared to Bristol's short track, potentially offering more opportunities for exciting racing. Larson has shown strong performances on 1.5-mile tracks this season, winning half of the races on such circuits. Larson's record at Kansas is particularly notable. He boasts 6 straight top 10 finishes at the track and an impressive 5.29 average finish while driving for Hendrick Motorsports. This consistency makes him a favorite heading into the next round of the playoffs. Denny Hamlin also shared a similar opinion about the NextGen car on his podcast, Actions Detrimental. Hamlin said, "We are trying to save this car, or the idea of how this car got made. Jared, you were right that it is a car problem. We are trying to fix it with tires because that's the most economical way for us to fix it. We didn't do a good job with design from the get-go, and this is what we got."
We are trying to save this car, or the idea of how this car got made, and that is to create parity. All the cars are the same. The drivers will be the deciding factor of how you finish on that day. The driver, the crew chief. And so, Jared, you were right that it is a car problem. We are trying to fix it with tires because that's the most economical way for us to fix it. Me as a car owner, I do not want to buy any more parts or pieces for this next-gen car. We already have a tough enough time keeping up with all the changes that we've had to do to this thing. I said years ago, we got to just design a NextGen 2.0.
Hamlin's comments align with Larson's perspective, suggesting that the issues with short track racing extend beyond tire wear and are inherent to the design of the next-gen car. The debate over the quality of racing at Bristol and other short tracks has led to broader discussions about the future of NASCAR and how to balance the sport's traditions with evolving fan expectations. Some argue that dominant performances like Larson's should be celebrated as displays of skill and excellence, while others contend that such races lack the excitement and unpredictability that draw many fans to the sport. Kyle Larson's achievements in the 2024 season extend beyond his dominant performance at Bristol. He has secured 5 wins so far, placing him at the top of the playoff standings. His success across various track types demonstrates his versatility as a driver and cements his status as a championship contender. NASCAR officials have acknowledged the challenges and have been working with teams and manufacturers to find solutions. However, as Larson and Hamlin's comments suggest, there is no easy fix to the complex issues facing the sport. The debate over the Bristol Night Race and Larson's comments highlight the passionate and engaged nature of NASCAR's fan base. While opinions may differ on what constitutes a good race, the level of discussion and analysis demonstrates the continued relevance and importance of NASCAR in the sporting world. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe to NASCAR Insider and share your thoughts in the comments below.